The future of NIL. College football didn't change because of NIL. College football changed because NIL exposed what the sport already was. Money was there. Power was there. Boosters were always there. Recruiting battles were always influenced by resources, relationships, facilities, exposure, and promises about the future. The difference now is that the quiet part is louder. Players can get paid. Schools can pay directly. Collectives are evolving. Agents are involved. Contracts matter. Roster budgets matter. And the programs that figure this out fastest are going to separate from everybody else. Welcome back to Gridiron Intel, where we break down the recruiting battles, transfer portal moves, roster decisions, and the power shifts shaping college football. Today we're talking about the future of NIL. And let's be honest, the future of NIL is not just about endorsement deals anymore. It's about the future of college football itself. For the first few years of NIL, the sport felt like the Wild West. A player could sign with a local car dealership. A quarterback could land a social media deal. A collective could raise money from boosters and help fund a roster. A five-star recruit could become the center of a bidding war before ever taking a college snap. And everybody acted shocked. But the truth is, college football had been moving toward this moment for decades. Television money exploded. Coaching salaries exploded. Facilities exploded. Conference realignment exploded. The only people who were officially limited were the athletes. That model was never going to last forever. Now, after the House v. NCAA settlement was approved in 2025, schools can directly share revenue with athletes under a yearly cap, while NIL deals still exist separately. For the 2025-26 school year, Division I programs could distribute up to about $20.5 million directly to athletes, per the Washington Post. That's a real game changer, because NIL used to be about outside money. Now, college sports has entered the revenue-sharing era, and that means athletic departments are no longer recruiting with tradition, facilities, uniforms, and playing time. They're recruiting with budgets. That is where the sport is going. Every major program is going to need roster management strategy that looks more like an NFL front office than an old-school college recruiting office. You need to know what your quarterback is worth. You need to know what your left tackle is worth. You need to know what your pass rusher is worth. You need to know when to overpay, when to walk away, when to develop, when to hit the portal, and when to let another school make the expensive mistake. That's the future. Not just NIL, roster economics. And that's going to separate the smart programs from the reckless ones, because money helps, but dumb money can still lose. A school can spend huge on the wrong quarterback. A school can throw booster cash at a transfer who doesn't fit the locker room. A school can create resentment if one player gets paid like a star and produces like a backup. A school can destroy depth if it spends everything at the top of the roster and ignores the middle. The programs that win the extra era will not simply be the ones with the biggest wallets. They'll be the ones with the best valuation system. The next major shift is transparency, or at least attempted transparency. The College Sports Commission was created to enforce rules around revenue sharing, third-party NIL deals, and roster limits connected to the new settlement structure. Its NIL Go system reviews third-party NIL deals, and reports showed it had cleared more than 17,000 deals worth over $127 million through the end of 2025, per the College Sports Commission. That sounds organized, but college football is college football. There will always be tension between regulation and competition. If a deal gets denied, somebody's going to complain. If a school thinks a rival is hiding payments, somebody will investigate. If an athlete believes a rules block fair competition, somebody may sue. That's why federal legislation keeps coming up. The NCAA and college leaders want national rules because state laws, court rulings, and school-level strategies have created a messy landscape. NCAA President Charlie Baker and others have reportedly called for Congress to step in and give the sport clearer boundaries. But here's the part nobody should ignore. Even if Congress acts, the old version of college sports is not coming back. The toothpaste, as they say, is out of the tube. Athletes are not going back to a system where everybody gets rich except for them. So the question isn't whether players should be paid. That question is over. The real question is what kind of market college sports wants. Do we want contracts? Collective bargaining? Do we want athletes classified as employees? Do we want salary cap style enforcement? Do we want public roster budgets? Do we want buyouts when players transfer? Do we want multi-year deals? Because that's where all this is going. The future of NIL may not look like NIL at all. It may look like professionalized college football. And whether fans like it or hate it, the sport's already halfway there. The transfer portal made rosters fluid. NIL made player value public. Revenue sharing made schools direct participants in athlete compensation. Now the next frontier is stability. Coaches want stability. Athletic directors want stability. Players want protection. Fans want rosters they can recognize. And television wants stars on the field. And the sport needs rules that don't collapse every time someone files a lawsuit. That's why the next few years are going to be critical. The programs that adapt will thrive. The programs that complain will fall behind. Because while some people are still arguing about what college football used to be, the best programs are already building payroll models, scouting departments, retention plans, NIL strategies, donor systems, brand platforms, and portal budgets. That's the new arms race. Not just facilities, not locker rooms, not just uniforms. Money plus evaluation. Money plus development. Money plus retention. Money plus culture. That's the formula. And here's the biggest truth about the NIL going forward. It will not save bad programs. If your evaluation is bad, NIL won't fix it. If your coaching is bad, NIL won't fix it. If your culture is bad, well, NIL might actually make it worse because paying players adds pressure. It adds expectations. It adds locker room dynamics. It adds business decisions to a sport that still depends on emotion, trust, and buy-in. That's why the best programs will use NIL as a tool, not an identity. Georgia will still need development. Ohio State will still need recruiting. Texas will still need quarterback play. Alabama will still need physicality. Oregon will still need evaluation. Texas A&M will still need proof on Saturdays. The money matters, but football still matters more. So here's the bottom line. The future of NIL is not chaos disappearing. It's chaos becoming more organized. Schools are paying athletes directly. Third-party NIL deals are being reviewed. Collectives are changing. Roster budgets are becoming a real competitive advantage. And college football is becoming more professional by the year. Some fans will hate it. Some players will benefit from it. Some schools will master it. Some schools will burn millions trying to chase it. But the sport is not going backward. The next dynasty in college football may not be built on the best recruiter or the best play caller. It may be built by the program that understands value better than everybody else. Subscribe to Gridiron Intel for daily college football recruiting, transfer portal, college football news, and NFL draft coverage. And drop a comment below. Is NIL saving college football by finally paying players? Or is it turning the sport into a full-blown professional league? Thanks for watching.